Okay, S1. Today we're going to create the S1 bolt model that you probably made in the workshop already. So we're going to use an app called Autodesk Inventor, which is the yellow app down there. You'll see on the screen, Autodesk Inventor Professional. Double click to open that up. Once it loads up, you're going to have a couple of options at the top. So you're going to go to File, New Drawing. Okay, sometimes a little bit slow. When it loads up, you must click on metric and standard If it does not show you these three items, it's probably because they're hidden, so make sure that wee arrow is ticked so you can see metric. So metric, standard and open up. Okay. Once it loads up, we're going to start by drawing a rectangle. Okay, but we need to select a sketch first. So we're going to go top left corner, start 2D sketch, and select any of the yellow planes you see on the page. Doesn't really matter which one it is now. So I'm going to tick that one. Okay, so first things first, we've got a lot of options up here. We're only going to use a few of them for this task today. So we're going to go to sketch and 2-point rectangle. And we're going to left click in the middle and drag out just approximately to the shape shown on the page. Just a small rectangle, no sizes at the moment. To add sizes, what we'll do is we'll go up to dimension and we'll select the top edge, click once and drag out, click again, and then we can change the size. And we're going to make the size 205 millimeters, always millimeters. Okay, it zooms off the page. So if we go to the right hand side, there's a magnifying glass there. Click that and it'll zoom out. Next, we're going to give it a width, and the width is going to be 45. So click out, click again, 45 millimeters. Okay, that's us done with the sketch. We can finish the sketch we're on, tick the box, and we now want to make it 3D. So how we do that now is we make sure 3D models ticked or clicked, and now we're going to select extrude, which makes it three-dimensional. Okay, and it's automatically click mine. If it doesn't automatically click yours, just click on the face you want to extrude. Okay, and the size for that is going to be 45 as well. Okay, and we can zoom back onto the page, the magnifying glass, and that's just get the main shape for the bolt. Okay, so now we're going to look at doing a few different cuts in the bolt. So we're going to start a 2D sketch again, this time selecting the top surface. Make sure you click zoom so you can see all of the face. We're going to go up to rectangle again. 2-point rectangle is fine. And we're going to draw two rectangles, one at the far left. So left click and drag. Just any size, doesn't matter how big they're now, just approximately the size I've got on my screen. Okay. And we're now going to do a second one a little bit further up. And roughly the same size. Okay. Now we can give it an actual dimension so we've got sizes. Okay, so if you go to dimension again, and if we click dimension, we're going to click the far left line and the first one on the right, and it gives us a size of 36. We want to make it 40, so click it once, type in 40 mm, and click OK. Okay, we want to dimension again this line to the first line of your second box. Okay, and we want to make that one 80 mm. And finally, your last box, dimension that line to that line, click in both, and we want to make that one 25 mm. Okay, let's finish the sketch we're on, and now we can make a little cut in it. So how we do that is once again going to extrude, we select the first surface, the second surface, and now we want to take it down the way. So all we need to do is go to the second option along, it says cut. Now it's going to cut all the way through, we do not want that. We only want to go a certain distance, and that certain distance is 22.5 millimeters. Okay, and tick OK. Now we've got a little bit of a shape going on with the boat, so it looks it's starting to become the shape we need. Okay, so now we're going to start a sketch once again on the top, and I'm going to select this surface here. Okay, so 2D sketch on top of that surface, and make sure you zoom in so you can see it. Okay, so we want to draw now 6 circles on this surface. Okay, but there's a quick way to do it, and it involves only drawing one. Okay, so what's the following steps that I'm about to take? Okay, so start circle, sketch, and we're going to left click just in this area here. Okay, and left click again, draw a little circle in, and we're now going to give it some sizes. So first thing I want you to do is dimension the middle of the circle to the left edge there, and we want to change that size to 15 millimeters. Okay, we want to do the same in the middle, this time taking it to the top line, and that little size in there is going to be 10 millimeters. Okay, finally we want to change the size of the circle itself, and we want to make that circle 8. So click the outside of the circle, click again, type in 8 millimeters. Okay. Right, so the next step now is making another 5 circles. Now I could draw them in again, but that would take longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another little routine, and it's called rectangular pattern. Okay, so I'm going to select that one there, move the box out of the way so you can see, and it brings us up with this little box here with some different options. First thing I want you to do is select the circle you want to use, and we're going to go to direction arrow number 1, click that, and we're going to click the top edge. Okay, now you can see there it's brought in a circle to the left side. It's on the wrong side, so we need to flip it. So that little tool there next to the arrow is flip, and it's put them on the right side. Now, we need 3 in this row, so we need to type in the top option 3, and the one below is the spacing. So the spacing between them is going to be 25 millimeters again. Okay, so we've got 3 in. Don't click OK. We now want to do 3 below as well. So direction 2 arrow this time. Let's click that, and we want to go down the side. So click the green line down the side. Okay, we've got 2 rows. That's fine, but we just need to fix the spacing now. Okay, and the spacing is 25 millimeters as well. Okay, and then we can OK. Now that's us got the 6 circles we need. Let's finish the sketch we're on. Okay, and now we want to make these circles go down the way. So let's go and again extrude. This time selecting all of the circles with your cursor, and we want to go down the way. So it's going up the way at the moment. So once again, let's go down, let's find the cut, and we want to go the same distance down as we did for the last bit, which was 22.5. Let's click OK. Okay, so that's us got the pencil slots for your boat, where you can store pencils and things like that. Next thing we're going to do now is the front of the boat. So start getting the shape of the front of the boat. So start a 2D sketch again, this time on the top surface. Zoom it over so you can see, and I might need to use the wee hand to grab it and move it. Right click OK. Now we can start drawing this area. So first thing we're going to do is select the line tool, and I want you to find where the green dot appears on the middle of that line. Okay, left click and drag. Now I just want you to join to the outside edge, anywhere on this edge at the moment, it doesn't really matter, anywhere on that edge. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to do the same from the middle to the other side. Okay, now I need to give a size between here and here. So I'm going to go to dimension, and I'm going to click that line, or the dot at the end, with the dot at the end here, and it's going to give us a size. We want to make that size 40 millimeters. We want to do the same on the other side. Middle green dot with the green dot at the center. and also 40 millimeters. Okay, and one last thing we now need to do is we need to close this loop off to allow us to extrude it. So let's go to our line again. Let's start at the top where the green dot appears. Let's left click, draw a line to the end. Left click, draw a line to the bottom. And left click, draw a line to the other end. Okay, now we can finish the sketch. And now we can go about extruding it. Okay, and once again, we're going to extrude. We're going to cut it. So let's select the two sides we want to cut. And we want it going all the way through. So if you just type in the size 45 and cut, that will remove the surfaces, like so. Okay, now we can see starting to look more like a boat. So a couple of things we need to do next before we finish the boat is we're going to add a little turret in here, a little chimney pipe. Okay, so we're going to start a sketch again on the front, magnifying glass to pull it over, and we're going to draw a circle just approximately in the middle. Okay, and we're going to go up in dimension it again, and we're going to make it 18. Select the outside of the circle, and it nearly was 18 millimeters. Okay, and we now need to make sure we've got it in the middle. Okay, so dimension the middle of the circle to the first edge on the left there, and we want to make that size 20 millimeters. Okay, we want to make sure it's also in the center, so dimension the middle to the edge, and we want to make that size 22.5. Okay, finish the sketch, and we are going to extrude. This time we are going to go up, and we're only going to go up 30 millimeters. Sorry, 30 millimeters. And okay. And that's us now. Zoom back in. Got pretty much the shape we're looking for. We now need to just soften off a few of the corners to make them a bit more round. So to do that, we're going to select us. We're going to go up to our tabs at the top, make sure 3D model is on, and we're going to select fillet, which is that one there. And what that does is it enables to round edges off. So I want to round that edge at the corner and the other corner. And I'm going to do that to 10 millimeters. Like so. And that is us done. All we need to do now is add the material to the boat. So all you have to do is select part 1, which is the very first thing you did over on this left side. It'll highlight the whole boat, and we can go up to the default section at the top and select a suitable material. So it gives you so many different materials. We're looking for a wood material. So let's see if we can find one that suits. Okay, so I'm going to go with white oak natural medium gloss, and I'm happy at that. Okay. If you want to change the colour of one part, all you have to do is go over to the left hand side, find which extrusion matches. So if I wanted to do the turret, that would be extrusion 5. So I would click extrusion 5, and I can go up and I can change the material if I really want to and pick something else. Okay. One last thing you can do if you want to have your name on it is you would go up to start 2D sketch again, pick a side you want to draw on, so preferably the side of the boat, click it, and we're going to go up to the text bar as in sketch. Okay, text box, and all you need to do is basically just left click and it'll come up this little box. Before you type anything, a suitable size would probably be about 8 millimeter size, and then type in your name. So I'll just type in Mr. Curly and OK. Okay, you get this little box open up, just right click OK, and you can drag it into position. You can now, if you want, finish the sketch and make it three-dimensional. So by going to extrude, we can now select our name, and if you want it to come out, you can. And we're only going to make it about 2mm. You can have it coming out, or you can have it cutting in. It's entirely up to yourself. So I'm going to have mine coming out. So I'm going to need option 1 and OK. And there you can see. And that's us. That's the boat finished. Make sure you save what you've got. I would make sure you save every couple of minutes as you make the boat, because the computers can very easily crash. Hope this helps. Good luck.